Hey peoples, welcome to the world of Boomer Glam, where we share our love of experiences, travel, clothes, makeup, and anything else that makes you happy. We're here to have fun, and the number one rule is age is a number. It's not a barrier. We can do anything and everything just because we love it. So if this is your attitude, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Today, it's Christmas Day, and if you're in North America, you've probably had an experience of amazing storms that have just blanketed the US and Canada. So I'm in Canada and we've had a lot of snow and wind, but it's a little bit clearer, and so we're getting ready to head out for Christmas dinner. And I wanted to take the opportunity to show off some of the things that I got in my Black Friday bonanza, where I went a little bit insane and got some really cool stuff, all makeup. That's what we're gonna do today. So to start with, I will admit I'm a little bit bougie when it comes to foundation, and I'm not really the kind of person who does drugstore foundations, but I have found this L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, and this came to my attention because somebody said it was a dupe for Pat McGrath, which I have been coveting, but I can't quite bring myself to spend almost $100 on foundation. So I'm trying it out and I kind of like it so far. It's a good match for my skin tone and it has a really nice texture. So that's what I've got today. And then the eyeshadow primer is Sigma. The Sigma eyeshadow primer, everybody loves it. It's amazing. And this is in Sorbet. So it's got a little bit of a rosy tone to it. And I'm going to put my hair out of the way here. So, you can see just how far my hairline has disappeared recently, but that's okay. That's what bangs are for. I'm going to start with one of the things that is part of my Black Friday bonanza. I went to the e.l.f. website. They had a great sale and I bought several things, and this is the cream contour palette, and I don't usually contour, but I'm feeling a bit that I need it today. So I'm going to use this little brush, and we're going to do some just gentle contouring just around my forehead and the side of my here, because I've got such a lot of forehead now. So we'll just start with that, and then down here. I always thought I had great cheekbones, but again, seem to have disappeared over the years. So we'll just do that. And then, like, you don't want to cut, this one's actually a bit too far. You don't want to come down too far towards your mouth because it makes it kind of droopy, and a little bit across at the bottom to give you a little bit of cheekbone. We'll cover that up later. And then I'm going to try just a little wee bit on my nose here. I do have a scar on my nose, you probably noticed, which is from skin cancer surgery, which is why I wear sunscreen every single day of the year, no matter what. Even today, when we're coming out of a snowstorm, that is what is under the foundation. So I use Dermablend high coverage foundation just on my nose to try to cover up that scar. Let's blend in the contour. Blend, blend, blend in the contour. Now, I know that there's all these videos online about, put the contour and the bronzer and the blush in all at once. But to be honest, I like to have a little more control. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna get if I do that. Oh, look, see, it's all kind of smudged on that side because I got carried away. Technique is not 100% today. So I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer, just lighten up right here, just to try to correct where I got a little bit carried away. And now I'm going to use this Sol bronzer. This is from Colourpop, which is a couple other things I'm going to talk about today are from Colourpop. I don't know if you know Colourpop. So it's COLOURPOP.com. Even though it's an American company, they spell it the Canadian/British way. And it's a lot of fun. They have products, very good formulations, and the prices are very reasonable. And they ship to Canada. And their formulations are great. And their packaging, some of their packaging is really a lot of fun too. So I'm just going to put a little bit of bronzer here. And I'm just using the same brush that I used for the contour. And I'm just bringing it over. So one of the tips I've learned recently is for as you age, older woman playing with makeup, is to keep the color really to the outside of your face. So rarely bring the color in past the corner of your eye. Apply it here and blend it in, rather than you see a lot of videos where younger women are applying the color in the middle and blending it out. That's a little harsher on older skin, older face shapes. There we go. That's not looking too bad. And I'm going to save the blush for later. And actually, I might not even need blush. We'll see. So now what I'm going to do is show you this cool eyeshadow from Colourpop. So Colourpop does a lot of collaborations with brands like Disney that are just really fun, and their packaging is whimsical, really just brings a smile to my face. So this is the Night Before Christmas eyeshadow palette. This was part of a full collaboration they did with Disney. So there was many products, but when I was on their website on Black Friday, this was what was left, was this eyeshadow and a lipstick, which came in what is actually a hanger, little decoration. And so that was the box, and this is the actual palette. Ooh, sparkles. And the colors are quite vibrant. Now, the thing about Colourpop colors I've discovered is they're very pigmented, so you don't need a lot. And since it's just going to be family tonight, I can play around a little bit, but I don't want to be so dramatic. I'm using yet another Black Friday score, which is, again, the Sigma website. Sigma does amazing brushes, and if you look for their sales, you can get great deals on their brushes, which are very high quality, professional quality. So I have here a travel cup for them. It has a top that goes on as well. And these are all the travel size brushes that I purchased from Sigma, and I'm going to be using these to do my eyes. And there's a couple of other brands mixed into here, I think, but they're mostly Sigma. So as you can see, I have quite hooded eyes. And so what I do to start with that is I'm going to pick this, start with this color, which is Meant to Be, which is this one here. It's kind of a gray color. And I'm going to start with that. And we're going to do just, so I shouldn't, so what I do is I start with an angled brush like this. And then the angled brush, I load up with color, and then I hold it so that the pointy part of the angle is towards my crease, and that goes in the crease, and then the color goes just above the crease. So I'm actually starting to build up over the hood. And then when I blend more into the crease. And what this does is you're starting out with the color not overly where, you know, not aggressively where you want it up high, but just enough that you can start to build up out of your socket, which when you've got hooded eyes is what you want to do. And I'm only coming over about 2/3 in, because I find if I come all the way in, it makes my eyes look really round. Okay, so that's blend, blend, blend. So as you can see, I'm blending with the brush in the socket, and I'm just kind of going, holding the brush, the end. It's a travel brush, so it's probably what you're wondering why it looks so short. And then just going around and then back and very lightly over it. And this does absolutely blend so nicely. So now I'm going to take a brush that looks like this, which is to pack on the color, and I'm going to use this purple here, which is called Dr. Frankenstein, this one right here. And I'm going to put that on the outer corner. Ooh, look at that. That is definitely a pigmented color. And bring that in to about half. Now, I don't know about you, but I can only actually wink on one side, so I have a lot of trouble doing this side of my eye on this side, because I can't really hold it closed and the other one open, whereas this, or maybe it's the other way. Anyway, it's a problem. That one came in a little bit too further, so I'm just going to take this one in just a little bit further so it matches. And I need to always make sure that I get the color right down into the eyelashes. I need a bit more color on this side. I'm going to pack it in there. And for this, I'm not going past, I'm staying on the eyelid. I don't go past the crease for this. Okay. Now, for the inner side, I'm going to use this, it's called Pumpkin Patch. It's this sort of golden peachy color right here. And I get a clean brush, so I get a clean color. Whoa, definitely pigmented. That's okay, it feels festive. And gotta say, I'm not interested in hearing from anybody who says, oh, you shouldn't be using sparkle, don't use shiny eyeshadows, it makes your eyes look wrinkled. Don't want to hear it. You know what I see? I see a beautiful crushed velvet texture, and that is what we're going for. And then I'm just going to blend out where they meet and take that into the crease. And in this case, I've got the brush right in the crease, just blending back and forth. See what I mean? Wonderful formulations. Wonderful, wonderful formulations. Now, because I've already got my base on and I'm not going to use concealer today, I don't usually use concealer, to tell the truth. It just seems to pack on too much under the eye. So I'm going to use a really thin brush like this to bring that purple under the eye. And I don't often use anything in my waterline because I wear contact lenses, and I find that it's a little bit risky. I often end up with itchy eyes if I do that. You know, when you're putting on your makeup, you can't help but make faces, right? You can't help but scrunch your eyes up and whatever, and you really shouldn't, because you want your makeup to look like it's supposed to look, like it belongs on your face, not the face that you have when you scrunch everything up. So I'm going to think about whether I want to put more sparkle in there. We'll see. So that's that. I don't think I'm going to even put blush on. I might rethink that, but for now I'm going to powder. So this is the Cover FX translucent powder in light, and it's a really nice powder. So, And I just use a brush like this and I pat it on very lightly. It's not really baking. It's more like, it's just enough to set where I need to set. And I try not to get too close to my eye because there's some texture right here that I don't like putting powder on. Okay, just a touch of powder, nothing crazy. Now, you may notice that I don't have eyebrows. Again, don't have to tell me. I know. They fell out, they never grew back. I don't worry about them. There's some days I put them on, most days I don't. It's just, of all the things I need to be stressing my life about, eyebrows is not one of them. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold on here while I get some mascara. I'll be right back. Because I know that I'm going to be laughing a lot tonight at this family dinner, I'm not gonna use liner, and I'm using this waterproof mascara called Bye Bye Panda Eyes. It's an Essence product. Although I'm very bougie about some of my makeup, mascara is one I don't get too freaked out about. Somebody told me once that all the mascaras in the world are made in like 6 factories in China, and the only difference is the brush, so all the same formulations. And I have to say I haven't found a mascara much difference in a really expensive one and one that costs like $5 at the drugstore. So we go for the $5 one. So let's just slap a little bit of this on. It does make a difference. And I'm not going to bother with putting any lashes on either. I do like it. I do like this one. And again, because I have contact lenses, my eyes water a little bit more than you would think would be normal. And I've really had to experiment a lot to find, it's not so much finding a mascara that works, because a lot work. It's finding the ones that don't work for sure and staying away from them. That's the challenge. Like that Maybelline Great Lash everybody seems to fall over themselves for. I just find it terrible. I find it smudgy, it smears, it's hard to get off. Okay, I am gonna do some blush. This is Milani in 05 Luminoso, and it's a really pretty color, very close to NARS Orgasm. And again, though it really picks up off the pan, so you want to be careful. And again, just make sure you get the placement right before you blend it all. So I like to do placement on both sides. Make sure I got it angled, same angle, going there, same amount on both sides, and then blend it up. And always up, never down, never like down like this, always blend up. I do seem to be a little heavy-handed on the right today, but it's okay. I can live with it. And you can always put a little bit more if you need it. Pretty. Okay, so I want to show you this lipstick. So again, this is Colourpop's Nightmare Before Christmas collection. There were still a few pieces left. I think it's last year's Christmas collection, or maybe it came out around Halloween this year. Colourpop, again, is another website where the sales cycle through really quickly. So if you see something and you really love it and it's brand new and on full price, you can usually wait a couple of weeks and it'll come around at a much lower price. And this is what the lipstick looks like. So cute. I just love their whimsical packaging in these collections. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's a lipstick. It's got this pattern on the lipstick. I don't know who started this or when they started doing it, but I just really love it. So we're going to try this really bright pink. It's called Sally is the name of the color. And their lipsticks are a really nice formula. They just have a little wee bit of a vanilla smell. Not at all overwhelming. I need a little brush. So I want to say thank you to for finding my channel and watching my videos, and for putting up with my pretty amateurish approach, but I just want to share stuff with you. And I'm sure I'll get more polished, and maybe that'll be more fun or less fun. I don't know. But this is me. This is what you get. Someone who just loves what they're doing. So let me take my hair down. Yeah, my hair is a bit darker today than normal. This is a temporary thing, and my hairdresser is not going to be happy that this was my solution to going too long between appointments, but he's a great guy. He'll fix it. So here we go. Ready for dinner with the family. Wishing you all happy holidays, however you celebrate it, and all the best for 2023. I'm sure it's going to be better.